Okay, let's step on the scale this morning, see where we're at. 144. Hey guys, I am pulling up to Walmart here. I'm going to do some grocery shopping and pick up a few things to help you guys do some meal prep. I know meal prepping can be kind of tedious and it's not fun, and you do have to set aside some time to do it, but it's definitely rewarding in the long run because it will benefit you in those times where you just need to grab something to eat real quick and you don't have time later on during the week. This really helps to make sure that you have no excuses for making sure you're eating something healthy or something that fits your macros throughout the week. So personally, I don't meal prep every single meal that I eat because for me, I like to have the flexibility in choosing, hey, today I feel like having whatever it is, then I want to be able to choose and have that. But having those other meals set aside are really helpful for me when I come home and I'm just starving. Because if you're like me, you're hungry all the time and I just need something quick to grab. So even if I know if I'm not hungry, I'll take some of it with me, especially like to work, or if I know I'm going to be gone for long periods of time. So now I am at Walmart and I'm going to show you guys a couple things I'm going to pick up here, and then we will head back to the house where I will start cooking. So now I'm going to get started with a quick and easy meal prep. This is going to be super easy stuff that you can do just to make sure that you get those meals ready and prepped in advance. Today is Sunday, so I like to do my meal prep on Sundays like most people, just so that I have those meals for the rest of the week. And so I'll show you guys exactly what I'm making. It's going to be baked chicken breast, and then I'll have some different vegetables. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is baking the chicken. I'm going to get this started so that way it's in the oven, and then I can get started on the vegetables while it's baking. The first thing you want to do is make sure to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And then I also like to line my pan with foil. So we'll line the pan with foil, and then I've got my chicken out. It should be thawed out, raw thaw chicken. We're gonna weigh it first because I measure my macros, and so I need to track exactly how much chicken I am putting on here. You're gonna want some cooking spray, and then I like to use this seasoning. It's just really yummy. I also like to add some lemon juice, and then I'll have some salt and pepper to go with that as well. So once you have all those things, we will get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is measure out my chicken breast to see how much I am cooking. So I'm going to measure this in ounces, set that in there. Okay, so that is going to be 43.88 ounces. Once you have the measurements written down, go ahead and lightly spray your pan, and then you can lay your chicken down. Now we are going to season the chicken. I'm going to do some sea salt first. I like to use the Himalayan pink sea salt for this. And some black pepper. This is just Costco black pepper. Get a little arm workout going doing this. Okay. And then I've been using this Girl Mates Zesty Herb Seasoning. Put this on there, just sprinkle that. save that for later. And then a little bit of, lemon juice. And now we are going to cover the chicken with some more foil. Now that my chicken is all ready to go, let's stick it in the oven. And we're going to put the chicken in there for about 25 minutes and we will check on it to see when it is done. For my veggies, I am going to do some cut green beans. This is super easy because all you have to do is microwave. Same thing with the butternut squash. I love squash, so we will be doing some of that. And then I've got some asparagus. The asparagus I like to cook when it's fresh because that I do think makes a huge difference in the taste. With the asparagus, I'm going to break off the tips of these and then we're going to give them a good rinse before we weigh them out and then put them on the pan. Now you're going to spray the pan down lightly with that olive oil spray that I have. And then we have to weigh the asparagus because I need to know how much I have. So we'll weigh this in grams. We have 305 grams of asparagus right here. And then we can go ahead and just lay them out on the pan. I'm going to give them a light coat of the spray just so that the seasonings stay on top. And then we're going to put some more of this pepper. And some more salt. And that will be it. So that's for the asparagus. I'm going to cover this as well. And once the chicken is out of the oven, we will put these in there. For the butternut squash, I am going to just put it in a microwavable bowl and fill it and then cover it with a lid and then we'll microwave it as well. So this is super easy to do. So I have these meal prep containers that are pretty useful. They're a bunch of different sizes, but I like to use these. They're just simple and they actually just came with my meal prep bag that I got, which I'll show you. So I got this off of Amazon. It's just an ISO bag, Isolator Fitness bag, but it's got a good compartment up front here where I can just slide all my food in and it also came with some ice packs, so the ice packs just kind of tuck in on the side there, so that's pretty nifty. I can fit quite a couple of these in there. And then there's also side compartments and like something for my drink holder on either side. Another side compartment, which actually I have my BCAAs that I put in there. So, and then there's also this top compartment, which I usually put like my protein bars, or I guess there's paper in there right now, but there's also a packet of oatmeal in there. So it's a pretty good bag. I like using it. It was really great for me to travel when I took it to San Diego with me. I was able to bring a lot of food, so it's pretty nifty. My chicken came out of the oven, so I'm going to check and see and make sure that it is fully cooked. Yum! It looks pretty delicious and it smells amazing. So I'm just going to cut into the middle. And it looks like it needs some more time. It's still pink in there, so I'm going to pop it back in the oven for probably another 10 more minutes. For this part, I'm going to measure my food out using my scale, and I will begin to transfer the green beans into the different meals that I have. My squash are done too, and they came out, so I'm going to do the same thing and measure this individually into each of the containers. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the rice into my containers. I like to use just long grain white rice. I use the microwavable kinds because it's just easy. Pop it in the microwave for just 2 minutes, and then you can go ahead and start spreading, putting this into the different containers. I personally like my chicken to be shredded. I just think it's easier to eat that way, and I think it tastes better for some reason. Also, I just get so tired of chicken that I need different ways to do it. So I have these things. These are bear claws, and you just use them kind of like a Wolverine to go at the chicken, and this helps pull it apart so that it becomes small shredded chicken for your meal. What we need to do first is re-measure the chicken now that it is cooked. So I'm grabbing my scale. I'm gonna put it together there. Let's see. And we're gonna go ahead and weigh this in ounces again. Okay, so now we are at 33.12 ounces. I'm going to go ahead and start shredding this chicken. I'm going to transfer it to my thing here, and then we just start tearing it apart. Okay, so I am going to want to do about 4 ounces of chicken for each of my servings, which means I need to do a little bit of math. We started out with 43.88 ounces of chicken raw, and then cooked it came out to 33.12. If I want 4 ounces of raw chicken in each of my servings, I need to do a little math. So I'm going to divide, where is it? Here we go. I'm going to divide 43.88 divided by 4, which equals 10.97 servings. So now to figure out how much cooked weight I need to transfer, I'm going to divide the total servings by the 33.12, and that equals basically 3 ounces cooked for my 10.97 servings. We're just going to say 11. That's going to be close enough. So I'm going to have 11 servings of 3 ounces of cooked chicken or 4 ounces of raw. So now that I have that number, I can start measuring my chicken out that I have now shredded and put it into my meals. Alright guys, my meal prep is complete for this week. I've got all my meals ready to go. I've even got a couple that are just chicken, so I can add these to my salads later throughout the week. Just quick grab and goes. So I definitely encourage you guys to do something like this. There is no excuse for not being able to eat healthy if you make it a priority and put in the time to do it. This was pretty easy. It didn't take me very long today, and it'll save me so much time throughout the week later on when I am hungry and I just don't have time, especially with how much I'm working out now and with school and work. Who does have time for this? So anyway, I hope you guys learned a little something about meal prep, found some useful tips. Don't be afraid to just try different things out and see what works for you.